Hey guys, how's it going? I recently heard a song that absolutely blew my mind. This is an up and coming artist that we're gonna do a lyrical analysis on, and we're gonna go over the lyrics and just really dive deep into the meaning. And I just want to give you a heads up. This guy is a prodigy. He is one of the best. I think he's gonna be one of the best lyricists of probably 2020. So get ready.
Fuck Biden, they gon' try to censor this one, yeah. Fuck Biden, stop whispering in little kids' ears. Fuck Biden, he been making this shit worse all year. Fuck Biden, he don't love America and it's clear. What's worse?
Now, some of the stuff that if it's pretty obvious or easy to understand, or like, yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm not gonna be Captain Obvious. All right, I don't want to waste your time with the whole Biden pedo vibe and all him kissing kids and sniffing kids and all that creepy shit. Like, it's obvious. Not gonna go into it. Okay. However, I will comment on some of the stuff that might need a little more explanation, just because just like I said, this guy is just on another level. All right, he's just, I mean, he's like, Tupac or Mozart or Easy E or Biggie. Is like a lot of people. I feel like people could use a little explanation to what he means. Now, when he says right here, let's listen to it again.
He don't love America and it's clear. What's
It's a problem. If you live in America and you don't love America, it's very bad. You are a bad person. You're just a very, very, very naughty boy. You're a very bad person. If you don't love America, and if you see flaws in America, if you see a mile long list of problems, corruption, and fucking up in America, if you see a mile long list of fucked up things in America and you don't love America, you're a bad guy. Just want you to know. You're a bad boy.
worse than a liar, than a cheater, than a thief? Look it up, there's proof that he's all three. Fuck Biden, you soft, you making us look weak. Fuck Biden.
He just said he's a liar, a cheater, a thief. I don't really know what that's about. All politicians are corrupt. It's a well known fact. And, again, I'm not going to go over the obvious stuff. Now, this is where I find it very, very interesting. He said Joe Biden is soft. Now, Joe Biden, in July of 2021, bombed Syria. Let me explain what that actually means. He bombed another country with zero repercussions. Now, I don't know what Mr. Burden here means by word soft, what his definition of word soft is. But bombing another country isn't a soft thing in my dictionary.
And always looking like a pedophile creep. Holy shit, the Taliban just took over Afghanistan days after Biden pulled the troops.
I'm not a political expert by any means, but Taliban is a political movement in Afghanistan. Just like there's Democrats, there's Republicans, and there's three independents. When American military left, when American regime left Afghanistan, they didn't take over Afghanistan. It was theirs to begin with. When you say take over, you have to be actually taking something. Afghani army and Afghani people gave everything that Taliban has to Taliban. They gave them guns, they gave them tanks, they gave them helicopters, jets. They didn't have to take anything. Taking means you get your ass up and you go get it. When it's being given to you, it's opposite of taking. Again, I guess my foreigner brain has a little different definitions of what's actually not definitions, but seeing things for what they are, rather what TV tells me what they are. And just to give you, I guess, another example, Joe Biden gave an entire list, a long list of people that worked with American regime. That's thousands of people translators, guides through the mountains, or people that all the Afghanis that work with them in some sort of way. He gave up that whole list. Taliban did not take that list. Joe Biden gave that list up. So Taliban didn't take over Afghanistan. They simply got Afghanistan. It was free. There we go.
He working for the riches and the Clintons. I don't get it. What's the mission? He a bitch, so he won't never.
Okay, let's go over this part here. Joe Biden is working for the richest and the Clintons, so he's doing like some kind of a compliment here. This guy is such a phenomenal lyricist. He's on another level. I can barely speak English. He's just such a phenomenal rapper that it's really hard even for me to keep up with what he's saying and understand the depth of what he's saying. Just what he's saying has so much depth. It's a little hard even for me to grasp. He's calling Joe Biden a bishop here. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it has some kind of a meaning.
Tell the truth. Nah, we ain't get the decision. Liberals had that shit rigged and they was switching the votes and hacking up in the Dominion.
Alright, he's talking about hacking into Dominion, and liberals had that rigged switch some elections. Again, it is just so far beyond of my understanding that I'm trying to figure out what the fuck he's actually saying. I mean, listening to him is like listening to English rappers. That's why nobody does it. This guy assumes, Mr. Burden here assumes that Americans elect a president. Let me refresh your mind. I'm sure, Mr. Burden, that you have been so busy creating masterful pieces, lyricism and poetry as this here, that you must have forgotten. Electoral College elects the president. Electoral College elects the president. American people do not elect the president. If you think something is rigged, I am confused what it was, and most importantly, why that whatever is rigged needed to be rigged, because American people do not elect the president. He's saying that the machines, the Dominion voting machines were hacked. There's three things that I would like to say about that. Number one is, why would anybody need to hack them when Americans will vote how you tell them to vote? Number two, Electoral College elects the presidents, not the people. And number three, if somebody wanted to mess with votes of the people, you don't need to hack anything. Hacking means getting unauthorized access to software or hardware. You can simply ask the manufacturers of these machines increase or decrease votes in whichever candidate you would like. These machines are all over the world, so I am not really sure why anybody would need to hack anything when you can simply ask the manufacturers to do it.
Need to take him out the White House and throw him in prison where he belongs in a cold cell.
Okay, a couple of questions here. Again, I'm just a dumb foreigner that's trying to understand this prodigy here. Why would he be in jail? Why would anybody throw him out of the White House in a cold prison? Why? Has he done something illegal? Okay. Then somebody is gonna bring up the charges, right? If you do something illegal, somebody will bring up the charges against you, right? Well, looks like nobody's bringing up the charges. Well, if you bring up the charges, someone has to prosecute, right? There has to be a prosecutor. This isn't a civil matter. There has to be a prosecutor. Who would be doing the prosecuting? Nobody. All right. You need a judge. Who would be judging the president? Oh, nobody. Oh, okay then.
Gotta call it how it is, dawg. This man is an idiot. He can't even form a sentence, dawg. This man is illiterate. We get fucked and stuck.
Now, Joe Biden helped his son get $1.5 billion deal with Chinese banks. That's not 1.5 million. That's $1.5 billion. Now, I'm not sure what your definition of an idiot is, if I can speak directly to you, Mr. Burden, but I would like to have a friend or a relative that's an idiot like that? Where can I find an idiot that's gonna hook me up with $1.5 billion?
With Kamala, we get rid of it. What the hell of a predicament. And every time I'm scrolling, see his post, it ain't nothing but trolling. America ain't fucking with this guy, that's a fact and he know it. Middle fingers up.
Are we 100% sure that America isn't fucking with this guy? But before we go into who is fucking who, are we really gonna go down the road of Joe Biden is trolling when he can barely string 2 sentences together on TV? Okay, now let's go back into the fucking scenario. Who is fucking who? You said that America isn't fucking with Joe Biden. I don't think you understand who is doing the fucking in this relationship. Let me throw up a quick diagram on the screen. Okay, this is Joe Biden. This is America. The president is doing the fucking, not the people.
Here's the way we feel about you, Joey. Fuck Biden, they gon' try to censor this one, yeah. Fuck Biden, stop whispering in little kids' ears. Fuck Biden, he been making this shit worse all year. Fuck Biden, he don't love America and it's clear.
He's saying that he's been making it this worse off this whole year. Has your life, an average person that's making $3,000 a month. Most Americans make $3,000 or less a month. Have their lives changed significantly? Because mine hasn't. In fact, anybody that I talk to, 2020 with Trump is virtually exactly the same as 2021 with Biden.
Clear, what's worse than a liar, than a cheater, than a thief? Look it up, there's proof that he's all three. Fuck Biden.
Now, I'm not a lyricist, on the same level as this guy here. I mean, this guy is a prodigy. I'm sure for hundreds of years to come, he will be remembered on the same level as Lil Wayne, which whether you like him or not, you gotta admit his lyrics are pretty interesting. Drake, 50 Cent, Kanye. This guy had a chance to rhyme. He's a liar, he's a cheater, he supports Antifa. Instead, he said cheetah. Let's listen to this here. I'm not trying to be digging in his lyrics, but just listen to what he's saying.
Biden, you soft, you making us look weak. Fuck Biden, always looking like a pedophile creep. Fuck Biden, I do not accept, I do not respect. Like who would protect your whole administration?
Who would protect his whole administration? I'm not a scientist, but he has an entire army, an entire military with the tanks, with machine guns, that will do anything the president tells them to do. And I mean anything.
You heard? There's evidence out that you do not deserve to be president. We hate this. Be a sleepy Joe.
This guy is saying that you don't deserve to be a president. You must assume that becoming a president is similar to like a beauty contest or maybe a decathlon where you win because you deserve to. No. You become United States president because electoral college elected you.
Joe cheated part 2 up in the ass like yeah. This could be a sleepy Joe cheated part 2, but I'd rather say fuck Biden, fingers in the air. Hey, bring that ass here, boy. I ain't done with you, replacing you with the 40.
If you can explain to me what he just said, that just was so much above my understanding. If you can explain what the fuck kind of verbal diarrhea that was, that would be phenomenal. Now, this guy is, let's listen to this here. It's very, very interesting.
Done with you, replacing you with the 45th is all that we want to do. Waving Trump one and
replacing you with the 45th. He's talking about 45th president of America. That's Donald Trump. So you're telling Mr. Burden is assuming that Donald Trump was better for America than Joe Biden. Let me just give you a couple of different, maybe a counterpoints. Donald Trump signed laws, tax laws that allow big corporations. I'm not talking about like teeny tiny business. I'm talking about big giant corporations to pay less in taxes. But because you and I, regular people, are not corporations, we're not taxed the same. You and I, average people that make, $3,000 a month, because again, most Americans make $3,000 a month or less. We don't have the same tax loopholes. So I'm not really sure if all that dancing that Donald Trump did over 4 years and all that bullshit that he did over 4 years actually has positive impact on a regular person. Do you remember this?
And I'll tell you what, I didn't think I'd say this, but I'm going to say it. And I hate to say it, but if I win, I am going to instruct my Attorney General to get a special prosecutor to look into your situation, because there has never been so many lies, so much deception.
Oh, it's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Yeah, because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
Tell you what, for what she's done, they should lock her up.
She wants to stay out of jail. She doesn't want to go to jail. She should be in jail.
She should be in prison.
She has to go to jail. We need a special prosecutor to look into Hillary Clinton. Special prosecutor to figure this deal out. Special prosecutor. Special prosecutor, here we come, right?
If I win, I am going to instruct my Attorney General to get a special prosecutor.
It's a promise that your boss, he hired you to fulfill. Are you going to fulfill?
We will comply with the law with regard to special prosecutor appointments.
The saddest thing is that because of the President of the United States, I am not supposed to be involved with the Justice Department. I'm not supposed to be involved with the FBI. I'm not supposed to be doing the kind of things that I would love to be doing. And I'm very frustrated by it.
Or might take the firearms first and then go to court, because that's another system. Because a lot of times, by the time you go to court, it takes so long to go to court to get the due process procedures.
Yeah, that. When he said that he would put Hillary Clinton in prison, right? What did he do when he became a president? Oh, he didn't do anything. Oh, he didn't do. Oh, okay. He didn't put her in prison. Okay, alrighty then. Maybe he did something really significant for the people, the regular people, right? Regular Joe Schmoes, just like you and me. Right? Not billion-dollar corporations, not billion-dollar politicians, just regular people. What did he say? He must have been a huge advocate for human rights, correct? What did he say about Second Amendment? He said he supports Second Amendment, correct? He was always saying, oh, they're going to take your guns away. They're going to take your guns away. Now, just to give you a heads up, I don't give a shit about guns. You can own a tank or have no guns at all. I don't give a shit. Whatever. I don't care at all. If you can afford a tank, go ahead and buy yourself a fucking tank. Now, what did he do when he became a president? He must have removed unconstitutional gun laws, right? Because according to American Constitution and American Bill of Rights, any gun law is unconstitutional. That's how your Constitution is. That's how American Bill of Rights is. Any gun law is unconstitutional. Oh, he didn't do any of that. Oh, okay. Well, it must be really hard, keeping your word. Well, maybe he liked American people so much that he at least didn't make any more gun laws, right? Oh, he made more gun laws. And he even signed an executive order to remove bump stocks. Bump stocks, which is equivalent to asking your dad to jerk you off instead of having sex with a woman. Was savior of America, or you think that Trump was a great president? Just a challenge for you. Prove me wrong. I would love to debate you on this. If you think Trump is such a great president, let's you and I, whoever you are, I don't care if you have a lot of subscribers on YouTube or you're just a regular Joe Schmo that thinks I'm an idiot. You and I, let's go over the laws, the executive orders that Donald Trump signed. Let's go over that.
Fuck Biden flags in front of you, meaning Trump was number one and you was number two. Look at this fucking dude.
He's saying something Donald Trump number one, something number two. Electoral College elects the president. Electoral College elected the president. They elected Donald Trump. Oh, wait, no. They didn't elect Donald Trump. They elected Joe Biden. Joe Biden is the president. There's a notion around the world that Americans are fat and stupid. It's real hard. It's real hard to disprove that, Burden. It's real hard to disprove that, Mr. Burden.
Do your damn job. Fix a fucking pothole or something. What's the damn problem?
Are you assuming that president's job is to fix potholes? Because it's not. That's not his job. He's a more of a, killing people, military, drone strikes, bombing, that type of guy. Not potholes. He's more of a making holes in the ground and filling them up. You can fill up the holes yourself.
You're too busy trying to be a socialist, and I don't even think these people understand how close he is. What we say.
He's not too busy trying to be a socialist. America is a democratic socialist country for many years. 100 years, maybe 120 years. The fact that most people don't know that, that's obviously not Americans' fault. No, it can't be Americans' fault. It must be, one of them, Chinese. It's the Chinese, of course. It must be them Russians. It's the Putin's fault. It's them Russians' fault, and or I know whose fault it is. It's the Mexicans. They've been climbing over the border, stealing Americans' education. That's what it is.
Hey, fuck Biden. They gonna try to censor this one. Yeah, fuck Biden. Stop whispering in little kids' ears. Fuck Biden. He been making this shit work.
All right, I think we're gonna pause this masterpiece right where it is, guys. I would love to hear what you have to say in comments, and if anybody else would love to take on this giant of lyricism and poetry, maybe do a dive into whatever he's saying yourself, and I would maybe even watch your video. In fact, I would actually love to watch your video. All right, signing out. See y'all in the next video.